All right, good afternoon. It is September 4th, 2025. We are at Jesup First Baptist Church. It's about 4:45 in the afternoon. We're on the northeast slope of the left wing of the church. Claim number is 60407. As you can see, there's all the tarps up there on the main body of the roof. Shingles sitting ripped off over there. There's a lot of widespread wind damage on this roof. As you can see right here, the shingle in brackets right here is the one wind damage shingle. You see the creases in it that we will be removing and replacing. It's in the brackets right there. Again, this is not to suffice for repairs whatsoever. This is just a simulation of removing and replacing the shingle to check the pliability of the roof. The engineer has already agreed that some slopes aren't repairable and some are. These are the same exact shingles, same exact condition. As you can see between the two ridge caps right here, it's literally the same shingle in the same condition. Same shingle over here, same shingle over here, same shingle, same condition. They are in poor condition. They do have granular loss. Also, the estimate didn't account for a detach and reset of all the lightning rods, so there's just a lot going on over here. You also do have all these hips per Georgia code. There's a 4 to 6 inch felt overlap that joins on each one of these slopes as well. Up here we have the control area. This area hasn't been walked on, touched, anything like that. We just drew the control area box. That is our control area for the test. And again, as you can see, we have shingles 1 through 11 labeled off, everything that surrounds and touches the shingle that we will be removing and replacing. So we'll go ahead and get started on this for you. We'll be documenting this every step of the way with video as well as photographic evidence. That way you can see the changes that do occur throughout this process. Get this thing on my head and we will be good to go. Alright. So first step, what we're going to do is we are going to take photographs. We have everything marked off. So we will take before photos. Okay, now that we've took before photos, before we've done anything, we will now unseal these shingles. So we're going to unseal everything. And again, we're being careful as we can. We're taking the utmost care. Okay. Get that one unsealed. We're getting as careful as we possibly can. Oh, we're starting to see a rip right there. Take a photo of that. All right, we're going to document that with chalk right here. So that would be shingle 9. So that takes off shingle 9. We're going to try to come in from the other angle, doing everything we can actually stuck. All right, you do see that rip there. So all these shingles are now unsealed. We got this one more right here. All right, we're starting to tear a little bit there. It's coming from the other side. Okay, but we did have a slight, you can see there is a slight indentation right there. Not very big, but it was still a little bit of bulge you could see pushing up, kind of cracking the matting. So we have another point right there. Again, we'll see if we can see a rip. I see some cracking in the matting. Take a photo of that. All right, so now that we have all these shingles unsealed, we got this one, that one. Okay, so all those are unsealed now. Let's take some photos of that. Keep in mind, we already had shingle 9 tear, just trying to get it out. All right, now that we have documented all that, now we are going to remove the shingle. We got all the nails out from underneath there. Okay, so those shingles, or those nails have been removed. As you can see, the shingle is still sealed in. So what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to remove the nails from the shingle above. Might be able to, yep, okay, here we go. We got the shingle out. There is no significant markings or anything on the shingle. As you can see though, all the nail holes are very gouged out. So, you know, you can't reinstall nails in the same hole. You have to go at least 1 inch away. So we'll have to have a whole new nailing pattern as well. Shingle is a little over 39 inches, almost 39 1/4. We do have about a 5.5 inch exposure. The contractor has already pulled a shingle off here as well. They'll be sending to NTS. Once we get that report back, it will be sent in to you as well. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna check all these shingles for matting transfer. And again, we're being as careful as we possibly can. We got some matting transfer right here. We'll take photos of that. Alright, so you see that matting transfer right there? It is actually ripped up pieces of the matting. So we got good photographs of that. So shingle 9 was already out, but the matting transfer on shingle 9 and shingle 4. So now shingle 4 is out as well. Looks like we might have some mat transfer underneath this one as well. So we'll take photographs of that. Getting pictures of it matting transfer on the underside. Again, this shingle is not even lifted past about 2 or 3 inches right now. Okay. Okay, you can see, I mean, just lifting these shingles. Okay, look, we literally have this up maybe an inch. Okay, it's already ripping the shingle right there. Okay, so shingle 7 had matting transfer tear. Shingle 6 had the matting transfer on that as well. I can't tell if there's some slight matting transfer on top of that. It does look like mat transfer to me as well. So that's on shingle 11 as well, so that knocks off that. I think that is all. There's no mat transfer underneath that one. Okay. So just unsealing and removing the shingle, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shingles that have been damaged. We haven't even installed the shingle back yet. So we'll go ahead and take photos of this as well. All right, now, as this is not to suffice for repairs, this is just a simulation to see about the pliability of the shingle. We will be reinstalling this same shingle. Just for reference too, we got a speed square right here, okay? 45 degrees is right there in the middle. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, 45 degrees right there. So just to give you a visual, you know, the shingle will not be lifted anywhere past 90 degrees. Obviously you do have to lift the shingle up some to be able to swing your hammer flush and nail the nail flush to the roof deck per Georgia roofing code. I have all kind of adjusters give me different variants of degrees that they don't like the shingle, see the shingle lifted any much more than, and that's usually between 45 to 65 degrees. Obviously that's nowhere near 90. 90 would be straight up, but you do have to lift the shingle to be able to nail your hammer flush. Again, you have to nail flush down. You can't nail sideways. The lip of the nail, if the nail's nailed sideways, could be tilted up, cut into the shingle above, create a hole in the shingle and create a leak. So that's why, again, the nail has to be nailed flush to the roofing deck. So just as a visual here, and we're gonna do this on the laminate part, the way it's stronger. This is 45 degrees right there. We'll take a photo of that. Okay, and even at that height, okay, it's gonna be a little bit harder to nail the nail flush down if you're looking straight above. You can see the nail hole, but you don't want to chip the top of the shingle, okay? So you might have to go a little bit up, 55 degrees, but again, we just showed you, this is at 45 degrees right here. Okay, so for your visual there, we will go ahead and reinstall this shingle. Oh, see? Again, you can't nail in the same hole, so you got to go over at least an inch. To get this up some. This nail had a little bend to it. Take that nail back out. Grab a fresh one. Okay. Okay, so now shingles have been reinstalled. Okay, we're gonna go up here to our control area. Okay, so the repair site right here, we have the control area right here. Okay, the control area again hasn't been touched, manipulated, been sitting here the whole entire time. Let me grab my tool to show you that the shingles are still sealed down, everything is intact. So everything is sealed down intact, okay? Get my hand right here, okay? Pull up my sun sleeve, rub my hand against it, not abrasive. Okay, I'll even take my glove off, soft skin, not abrasive whatsoever, not making any red marks, very gentle, very soft, okay? Soft skin. I mean, just a little bit of granulars come off. No creasing appears. no anything like that, okay? Just a few granulars. That's our control area. We're back at the repair site right here, okay? This shingle right here, the brackets are all smeared off. You can't see the brackets anymore. That was a shingle that already had the crease through it. We're going to wipe the surrounding shingles that we had to move up and down to get this shingle back in. Look at all the granulars. Look at the creases. I mean, it's the same wipe I was doing up here. I mean, you can clearly see. Hardly any granulars come off, just a few. Again, back to the repair site area, look at all the granulars. I mean, just coming off in droves. Creases are appearing all the way across the shingle. We had the mat transfer as well. Okay. So, it's a lot of creasing appearing. We will underline all these creases here. Okay, you see where these things are kind of creasing right here in the middle is because there's a sealant strip right in the middle as well. So when it folds, it creases on the top and it creases right there. That's where you can see those creases starting to form. Okay, so we'll take photos of this for you as well. Okay, so that takes off shingle 10, shingle 5, and shingle 6 and 4 were already off. Okay, so this repair test has been 100% completed now. It has been done, it's been completed, the shingle's been removed, the shingle's been reinstalled. You've seen firsthand the failures and the damages that are happening because of this. We have mat transfer. We have creasing and tearing of the shingles going up and down. Them new ply, we're trying to lift them up, they're starting to tear. Then we have creasing from moving them up and down too. They're not pliable enough for repair. Again, the engineer has stated one slope's repairable, one's not. This is all the same year, same everything shingle right here. So we do consider this to be a failed repair. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shingles damaged. So that's about a 7-to-1 ratio. If you're looking at it like that, to replace and remove one shingle damages another 7. So the engineers prescribed spot repairs around here are not going to indemnify the homeowner per their policy. They're going to actually put them in a worse position, as you can see here, and create further damage. This was, in my opinion, a very well done repair test. We took our time. We've been as easy as possible. I'm actually certified in this as an asphalt repairability shingle assessor. So I have been certified to do repair assessments just like this. We've documented every step of the way for you, and you can clearly see there's a lot more damage happening. So we will take final photos of this. And that would be the end of our repair video. Like I said, we've got everything marked up for you. We'll get this video sent in. The contractor will be pulling a shingle to get the shingle report sent in as well. So thank you very much.